Well, here's old man Trouble himself, Professor Potash, the man who invented the dry cell. He ought to be locked up in one. This is his daughter, Anemia. She powders her face with camphor to keep the moths out of her antimacassar. Now, the Potash family live in style. They've got a chef who minds his P's and Q's, and a chambermaid who minds her own business. Now they're going to take on Charlie as the second cook, first bottle washer, and the third washout they've had this week. The chef, Signor Gorgonzola, the champion cheese cutter, doesn't seem to like the look of Charlie and wags a wicked sausage at him. Yeah, but wait till he finds a stick stuck in the dough. He won't stick it any longer. He doesn't want any stick, because his dough sticks up for itself. Yeah, and Charlie won't get any dough from him either. Now, where's that stick gone? Here, you, get out. Now, the professor has discovered the formula he's been looking for years. How to make a radio set out of a steak and kidney pudding. If the battery runs down, he just takes it round to the police station and gets it charged. Last time he took it round, it was charged with bigamy. Now it looks as if it was charged with dynamite. Naturally, the NBG, or National Broadcasting Gang, is interested in it. And here's a meeting of the Board of Governors, called to discuss the Potash patent, combined wireless set, and spud cleaner. Sir Ferdinand Flowerpot, the chairman, wants the professor to join the NBG, but the professor prefers the TNT, tomatoes, nuts, and tripe. Flowerpot's going to bribe him with a couple of amps and an inside aerial, but nothing less than a machine gun will tempt Potash to part with his patent. In the meantime, Charles has been put to the test and has won the Ashes. He thinks so much of the chef's cook that he's put all his pies in the can, and the chef will call him a pie can in consequence. Charlie's been promised 5 bob a week and his food thrown in, but he thinks the food ought to be thrown out. And he's quite right, too. Aha, he's dropped the doings. He's made her look like Greta garbage. Now where's he going to throw it? Over the garden wall? Or what do you think? No. All over the boss of the NBG. He's got fat stock prices all over his frontispiece. Back in the kitchen, Charlie's in trouble again. He's always in trouble. Soon he'll be in the family vault. A kick in the pants and the pantry at the same time. According to the weather forecast, the outlook is extremely unsettled. I'll say it is, and it's wet and windy as well. Sloppy Sarah, the skivvy, is feeling the effect of the deep depression that has spread over the kitchen since Charlie's arrival. Now he's going to join in. Well, they'll feel better when they've got all that water out of their systems. Enter Flowerpot. He's a very big pot, too. Completely pots. He wants the chef to cut the cheese in the children's hour. Yeah, the poor old chef, he's always in a stew. He's either simmering with rage or boiling over with bad temper. If his pastry was only half as crusty as he is, it'd be worth eating. Yeah, now there's more trouble. And still the fight goes on. Yeah, and now Flowerpot's going to get something now. That's right, an SOS. A slap on the snitch. He'd better try another station. I'm afraid Charlie won't linger in the larder much longer. He can never keep a job for more than 10 minutes. Just because he helped a maiden industry, the chef's going to cook his goose for him.
I must get out of this place. Where's the professor? Oh, I am annoyed.
Yeah, folks, I'm afraid the fat will soon be in the fire. Charlie's going to get the stuffing knocked out of him. Yeah, the chef's going to take a cut off Charlie's joint and then come back for the 2 vets. In the professor's private office, things aren't too peaceful either. Flowerpot's counting up the jam jars, but Potash won't sell his patent for any Flowerpot, even if he is the biggest noise for the NBG. Quite right, Professor. Throw him out. He's a bad egg. Yeah, let him be relayed. Exit Flowerpot showing great indignation and a portable set of suspenders.
You'll hear from my solicitors, that's what you'll do.
Scram. Well, well. Charlie's lost his job, but he's clicked for a cigar. A real flawdy dustbin. It's just as well we haven't got smelly vision, folks. Here's his hotel, the Dorchester. It's very popular with film stars, especially the Beardies. Yeah, and a lot of big bugs live here, and some little ones as well. This is the Millionaire's Suite, but it's none too sweet. You can bet your life. And here's a regular visitor, Lord Loverduck. He's dead, but he won't lie down. So he's got to drink all day to keep his kidney floating. He sleeps sitting up, because if he laid down, he'd spill some of his supper. Now leave him alone, Charlie. He's only one of the ruins Cromwell knocked about a bit. Go on, have a lie down. It'll do you good, Charles. Good night. Ha, ha, ha. Public enemy number 1 is abroad again. The police are after him, but they're too busy pinching motorists to catch him. No, it's no use, Al. You won't get a date with the NBG. They've got all the crooners they want. He's going to give you an audition, is he? What? He wants you to pinch the potash patent. The dirty old broadcaster. Hello, another stab at the seat of justice. The gangster's going to get that patent, but all the cops are on the run. Calling all cops, calling all cops, calling all cops. A robbery has been arranged at the professor's house. Come on, boys. Get going. If you can get there first, you can do all the robbery required. The above have now arrived. Fine body of men, aren't they? The best that money can buy. Let them loose in a house and they'll pinch anything. They've all served their time in the salvage corps. They not only served time, they've done time. Potash is still playing with his pots. He's trying to invent a gadget for catching cockroaches and sewing buttons on flies. He's so wrapped up in his subject, he doesn't know his house is full of the flying squads. Come on, boys, make yourselves at home. Whenever you come back, it's waiting. They haven't changed it since you were here 5 years ago. It's still got the permanent wave in the mattress. Yes, he's still here too. Still singing the same old song, The Fireman's Farewell to His Hose. You've forgotten something, Al. You've gone to bed without saying your prayers. Too long to get dressed in the morning. You'll have a nice crease in your pants and in your coat as well. The guests seem to like Lord Loverduck's lullaby. They have presented him with a bouquet of hobnail boots. But Charlie's going to go one better. He's going to throw a party. Yes, and it's a bottle party for his lordship's benefit. Before he makes the presentation, he prepares the stage. He's determined to conclude the concert with a smashing success, including that famous song, Just Before the Bottle Mother. This is going to be a great affair, folks. Now go easy with him, Charles. Get set, get ready. He's done it. Consider yourself launched. It's a knockout. The song is over, but the melody lingers on. Good work, Charlie. Very good work, and good night. Sleep tight and wake up sober. Not this side, please. You know who this is, don't you, folks? It's Sam, the dirty old man. Look at his hat. It's got a sliding roof. He's been going round all the hotel dustbins collecting souvenirs. He ought to get a few choice specimens here in this $1 million palace. No, don't wake his lordship. The last bottle he had went to his head. Look out, Sam. Charlie's sleeping with one eye open. He's seen you knock off that watch, so he's not going to take any risks. No, and you're not taking anything at all. That's right, Charlie. Don't cast a clout till Sam gets out. Now use your nut. That's the idea. Under the mattress goes his coat. If he had a watch, he'd swallow it just to pass the time away. But as he hasn't got one, he's put his one and only dollar in his mouth. It ought to be safe there. Yeah, unless he sleeps with his mouth open. Good night, Charles. Sleep well. Now Sam's going to count the spoils, unless someone wakes up and spoils the count. Careful now, Charlie. He's going to look into your resources. He wants to take down your particulars. What time does this balloon go up? Sam doesn't know whether you're a camel or the hunchback of Notre Dame. Ha, 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 ha. At last he's unveiled the monument, and he doesn't like the look of it a bit. If Sam wants to add to his collection of performing fleas, he's in the right spot. But so far, He's only collected fourpence halfpenny and threepenny bits, 2 second-hand toothpicks, and a ring. If it's worth a penny, it's worth twopence. Look out, Sam. Someone else has got his eye on you. Yes, and he's a bigger crook than you are, if possible. You can't hold a candle to him. He robs banks and gas meters and blind men. He's been on the run so long, he's worn the soles off his feet. Sam's got as many pockets as a taxi driver, and just about as much change. He wears 15 waistcoats. He ought to wear a straight jacket, but even that wouldn't make him go straight. That's a bad one. That's a good one. Well, Charlie's had his little nap, and now he thinks he's playing poker. He ought to be playing Slippery Sam. Come on, Charles, come on. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Your money's safe enough anyway. Uh-oh, no. No, you didn't leave it there. No, you put it in your mouth. What, you swallowed it? Hard luck, Charlie. They'll never get any change out of you now. Now look where Sam keeps his curios. In an old sock. He'll get another sock in a minute, the old roughneck. Charlie's got his eye on the boodle, and Sam's going to lose the lot. If he only knew what was going on behind his back, he'd pack up and make a bolt for the door. Charlie's turning himself upside down now, yes, and inside out. If he puts his boots on his hands, Sam won't know whether he's coming or going. Get the idea? Even if he tossed him up, he wouldn't know whether he'd come down heads or tails. Well, Sam, it's right coming in here and swanking with all your money. Anyone would think you'd made it yourself. Well, as a matter of fact, you've collected as many dud coins as a cigarette machine. That's the idea, Charles. Go on, lick the platter clean. But don't swallow old sock, or you'll get ptomaine poisoning, that's what you'll get. Good boy, you've got it, and Sam's lost it. He's got his knife into you, I think, though. Look out, Charlie. Ah, he thinks he stabbed you to the heart. But he forgets that you've reversed gear. And now there's going to be a hot time in the old hostel. It's a gala night. Black eyes given away and cauliflower ears presented to all regular clients. That's right, Charles, hop it. Get right outside while you've got any inside left. Put an egg in your boots and beat it. Go on, scram. That's only a policeman. Step on it. Hello, Al's out only just in time. They've interrupted his beauty sleep, and he needed it badly. The fight's still on, and it's the best night they've had for years at the Dorchester. A good time's being had by all, and a thick ear's being had by most. Look out, Charlie. Hands up. Reach for the sky. He's got his gun right in your back axle. Be careful now. It'll go off. Well, 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 well. Pal Al Baloney, the man who held up Waterloo Bridge. Now, what does he want you to do? Pinch the professor's spare parts? Go on, do it. It's as easy as cracking a coconut. You know every corner of his house, from the larder to the laboratory. Take a risk, go on. Here, don't forget the chloroform hammer. Now, go on, right in there, that's the place. Now, keep very quiet, Charlie, or you'll wake up the police force. They're all over the place. They've taken root on their beat. They're snoring so loud that their truncheons are trembling. Hello, one's awake. He used to be in the flying squad, but he fell out and tore his parachute. He got that hump on his back leaning against lampposts, or else searching for canteen medals. Look out, Al, you're spotted. And now you'll have the whole of the force after you. Yes, boys, here they come. Every man a credit to Scotland Yard and a disgrace to civil... Go on upstairs, you bozo. Get into bed and make a noise like a toilet set. Go on in there, you big stiff, that's the idea. Well, if the professor hasn't got there first, he's taken his patent to bed with him to keep it warm. Anemia just loves having a few policemen about the house. She feels so safe with the cops spread all over the carpet. Yes, and she loves an inspector, as long as he doesn't inspect her too much. Well, they're still looking for old Al Baloney. Everywhere. Upstairs, downstairs, and in my lady's absence. Well, well, hasn't Charlie found that formula yet? Well, he won't find anything chasing himself around the room like that. He'll catch himself coming back if he doesn't look out. The whole thing's gone off with a bang, and the cops have got a rise. The NBG's properly plastered. Albalone's shot his bolt. And look where Charlie's gone. All stations are now closing down. Good night, everybody. Good night.